Hi, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. This is a video for those of you who are experiencing period pains. So it's a nice, comforting practice to help alleviate a little bit of the symptoms and just to make you feel nice and held and hopefully make you feel a little bit better at that time of the month. So when you're ready, make sure you're wearing something comfy. I always recommend wearing loose stuff, even though I've got leggings on, the nice high-waisted ones, so they go all over my belly, a nice cosy jumper. And if you want, having a hot water bottle as well. My hot water bottle is my constant friend during period times. So if you want, having your hot water bottle with you, and we'll use it in some of the poses. So take your time, get everything you need. Have a cushion or a yoga bolster if you have one, maybe a blanket, just all sorts of things so you can make yourself a comfy little nest, and then jumping on the mat. Great, so the pose we're going to be starting with is a reclining bound angle pose. So if you have a cushion or a pillow, just have that towards the top of the mat to rest your head on. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together into cobbler pose, letting the knees roll out. If you want to pop any padding underneath the knees, if you find it uncomfortable and you've got tight hips or anything like that, having something like blocks underneath the knees so you can rest the knees on blocks, that just takes a bit of the work out of it. So we're not aiming here for working super hard, we're aiming for relaxing. So use what you need to so that it can be as comfortable as it can be. So as I say, soles of the feet together, knees rolling out, and just bringing yourself back to lie on your back, head resting on a pillow if that's comfortable, knees rolling out. And then you can always pop your hot water bottle on your belly and just letting the eyes gently close. Taking a moment, drawing the awareness in. Just consciously trying to let go of tension in the hips and the abdomen. So this pose is really good for relieving mental and physical tension. So particularly at this time of the month, you can feel tense, anxious, and that can be physical and mental. And the two are very much connected. So with this pose, we're letting the tension in the hips ease as we let the knees roll out. We're relaxing the abdomen in this reclining position. So just giving that center the opportunity to relax, helping it along so that as those cramps come and go, we can consciously relax so we're not adding any extra tension. There's also such a pressure in the modern world that even when you are experiencing period pains and during your period, that we have to keep going at the same pace. That if we admit any weakness or that we can't perform in the way that we normally do, that is somehow bad or less than. Well, I'm hoping that as you lie here, you can accept in yourself that because you need to just slow down a little and take care of yourself a little bit more at this time, that there is nothing less than about that. So lying here, just let yourself know that taking this time to be gentle and to look after yourself is the strongest and kindest thing you can do. And if you can't say that to yourself, then I am saying that to you now. This is the strongest and kindest thing you can do. Lovely. Then if you have got a hot water bottle on top of you, just pop in that hot water bottle to the side. Put the hands underneath the legs and draw the knees in. And then we're going to draw the right knee in towards us, clasping around the right knee and hugging that right thigh down towards the body. So this pose is called Apanasana, which is the wind releasing pose. So we all know what it's like during your period. You can get a little bit gassy and it can get quite painful. So again, full permission. If it needs to come out, let it out. It's cool. Just go for it. It's a normal thing. It's a reaction to what your body is doing, and it needs to do that. It's okay, we're all friends here. What happens on the mat stays on the mat. Let it all out. Lovely. We're going to pop that right foot down and draw the left knee in, clasping around that left knee, hugging the left thigh down towards you. Now we're going to pop that left knee down. Great. So in whatever way that's best for you, we're going to come up to sitting. So you can always draw the knees in and rock up, or maybe you want to roll to one side as we're using that. Being kind to ourselves, being gentle. Roll to one side, press into the hand, and slowly draw yourself up. Lovely. And then we're going to come into a wide-legged stretch. So again, we're being gentle. So maybe you've instantly gone out to what you usually do and taken the legs out super wide. I'd invite you to bring the legs back in a little bit. So you can feel a sensation in the hips, but it's not a stretch per se. You can always sit on the edge of a block, a blanket, or a cushion, just to help tilt the pelvis forward a little bit and help with that releasing into the pelvis. And then we're going to pop the hands forward and just walk those hands slightly forward. Lovely. Another option here is to have a pillow or a bolster and fold forward over that bolster. And take that awareness into the pelvic region and consciously relax. That's what we're trying to do with this pose. Again, this is a really good one for easing mental tension too. But one of our main focuses at this moment is releasing that tension in the pelvic region, in the lower abdomen, in the hips. Try and let the belly be soft. Another little habit of the modern world is to constantly be holding tension in the lower abdomen, to be sucking it in. Well, ladies, don't. Let it all hang out. Let it be soft. Not only does that help at this time of the month, but it helps in general. So when we allow the stomach to be soft, we allow the breath to flow fully, and only good things can come from the breath flowing fully. So full permission here to let it be soft. Don't suck it in, and that's for all through the month, not just for now. And we're just going to slowly bring ourselves up. If you've got extra padding, just moving that padding out of the way. And we're going to bring the knees in, spin the feet round, and we're coming into tabletop, ready for cat-cow. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. You inhale, we're looking up, sending the heart forward, belly down towards the mat. Exhale and round. So the inhale, looking up, sending the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Find that easing into the lower back. Exhaling and rounding. Lovely. And we're going to come to neutral. We're going to take the big toes together, take the knees out wide, and again going into that cat-cow movement. So the inhale looks up, sending the heart forward, and the exhale rounds. Again, try and find that release into the lower back. Wonderful. Then we're going to sit back towards the heels. So you can either keep the knees wide or you can bring the knees in. We'll bring our hot water bottle back into the equation. So popping that hot water bottle between the belly and the legs and coming into child's pose. So you might find it's a little more comfortable at the moment to have the forehead resting on the hands. But if you do prefer, you can bring the forehead all the way down to the mat, hands resting down by the sides. So just let the body fully relax, curling in on itself, supported by yourself. And let the belly be soft. Relax the jaw. Let the face be soft. And think about developing that kindness for yourself. It often seems quite easy to send kindness to other people, to treat them well and to show them love and kindness. It's not always so easy to do for yourself. So I'm inviting you in this moment to show yourself kindness. Give yourself that love and safety that you show to other people. And know that you have everything you need within yourself. So if you have time, I'd recommend going into a meditation. I can particularly recommend the metta meditation, which is the Buddhist loving kindness meditation. But if this is all you have time for today, then just rolling yourself up, giving the shoulders a little roll back. Wonderful. So thank you for joining me in this practice. I hope it's eased a bit of the tension. And you can use any of those poses at any point. Each of them works separately on their own quite nicely, particularly that reclining cobbler pose that we did at the beginning. I mean, spend the whole day in that if you can. Let me know in the comments if it's helped, if you enjoyed it. I really appreciate that. And of course, subscribing, sharing with anybody else that you think would benefit from it. It all helps me and I really, really appreciate it. But thank you for joining me, and I'll hopefully see you here again soon. Om Shanti.